Melissa Gilbert, the beloved star of Little House on the Prairie, has long been admired for her grace, resilience, and moral clarity. To millions, she represented innocence and strength, growing up on screen while navigating the pressures of fame behind the scenes. Over the years, she became more than a former child star. She became a thoughtful voice on vulnerability, trust, and the unseen dangers children can face in adult-controlled spaces. Today, those reflections feel hauntingly relevant as her personal life becomes entangled in a deeply unsettling storm. For years, Melissa Gilbert spoke candidly about her childhood in Hollywood, describing the confusion, expectations, and blurred boundaries she encountered as a young performer. Her words were never sensational. They were reflective, measured, and rooted in experience. She once wrote, "I was a child, I was 15, emphasizing how easily power can be misused when adults fail to protect the vulnerable." At the time, these words were seen as honest memories, lessons drawn from the past, but now they echo with a chilling weight. Recent speculation and disturbing allegations circulating online involving her husband, Timothy Busfield, have cast those earlier reflections in a new light. While no clear public narrative has been firmly established, the sudden attention has forced uncomfortable questions into the open. For Gilbert, the situation represents something far deeper than public scrutiny. It is the shattering realization that trust, even in the closest relationships, is never absolute. What makes this moment so painful is not just the uncertainty, but the silence. In the days following the surge of attention, Melissa Gilbert chose not to speak publicly. No statements, no explanations, no defenses. For some, that silence feels unsettling. For others, it feels deeply human. Silence in moments like this is often not avoidance, it is shock. It is the quiet reckoning that comes when the life you believed in suddenly feels unfamiliar. The most unsettling truth this story exposes is one few people want to confront. Loving someone does not mean fully knowing them. Proximity does not guarantee insight. Even relationships built on faith, laughter, shared history, and years of companionship can conceal hidden realities. Gilbert, who spent decades advocating for awareness and accountability, now finds herself facing the painful paradox she once warned others about: that danger can exist in places we feel safest. Adding to the emotional weight is the contrast between Gilbert's public advocacy and her private turmoil. She has consistently condemned any form of harm to children and spoken openly about the responsibility adults carry. That is precisely why this moment feels so destabilizing. If someone so vigilant, so outspoken, and so experienced can be blindsided by uncertainty, it raises a troubling question. How often do hidden truths remain invisible to those closest to them? Timothy Busfield, known for his work on The West Wing, and Melissa Gilbert found each other later in life, after previous marriages and long careers in entertainment. Their relationship appeared grounded and joyful. They married in Santa Barbara, California, later relocating to Michigan and eventually spending time in New York City. Together, they shared stories of love, faith, and partnership, even hosting a podcast that offered listeners a glimpse into their seemingly stable life. From the outside, their marriage looked secure. That is what makes the current uncertainty so emotionally devastating. When questions emerge inside relationships that once felt safe, every memory becomes complicated. Trust, once steady, begins to feel fragile. Love, while still present, no longer shields against doubt. At its core, Melissa Gilbert's story is not just about celebrity or speculation. It's about the frightening moment when certainty collapses, when the person you thought you knew becomes clouded by questions you never imagined asking. It's about the realization that awareness and advocacy, while essential, cannot prevent every betrayal or misunderstanding. Her experience serves as a sobering reminder that trust is necessary but never guaranteed. Silence can speak volumes, and sometimes the most painful truths are not loud or dramatic. They unfold quietly, reshaping everything we thought we understood. So the question remains, can love survive uncertainty? Can trust return once it fractures? Melissa Gilbert's journey forces us all to reflect on the fragile nature of human relationships and the uncomfortable truth that even those we hold closest may still have parts of themselves we never truly see.